you as you should be to become the leader that you expect to be. Okay? So skills. Of course, skills, you have them already. We have this tendency to say, oh, because I'm a good engineer, I'm a good technician, okay, I can do whatever I would love to do. I will work, being promoted, do this, do that. But at the end of the day, can become just a commodity. Okay, uh, you have technical skills. Okay, but these skills will take you to a ceiling, and then there's nothing you can do. You will be experienced, you will be recognized, but that's it. Okay, it will never take you at the place where uh, you will have an impact of things that are happening there. It's not being good in technology, it's having impact on society. Okay, so the skills will get you in the room because you know. But what will keep you in the room is where your peers, the decision makers, will see you as a peer because you are demonstrating few things that are more valuable than skills, which are judgment, discipline, communication, and ethics. Okay, don't forget that. I'm insisting because you are in the beginning of your career somehow, even if you started, but don't forget that. Always have that in mind. Judgment, discipline, communication, and ethics. This is what will keep you in the room and make you progress and lead the room. Judgment is about deciding what matters. Okay, you are imagine you are a blue you are in a blue team. Okay. Then you have 400 overnight calls. You have some vulnerabilities here, some system down there. So how can you decide out of these hundreds of failures that are around, the 3 or 4 that counts really for the organization? This is what makes the difference. All the tools will rank by severity, by whatever you want, but you should look at this and rank them by consequences. And that's how you will make the difference. For a GRC specialist, for example, one risk is worth having board attention. It's on you to bring it on the table, not someone else, you see? And that's how you make the difference slightly. Then discipline. Discipline is kind of having your best day repeatable every day. Yeah? Every single day, the repeatable, the boring, the in what things to do is still there. You have logs, you have tickets, you have evidence that you need to keep for 2, 3, 6 months, and that you have to review even 6 months later to be sure that there's a kind of consistency in the systems that you are running. But this is what skills are allowing you to do. Discipline is whether it shows up every time under pressure. And that's how you start building trust. Okay. Communication. Of course, communication is very hard. Even you can notice that with your brothers, your cousins, your siblings, sometimes you say something, they hear something else. But in this case, you are talking about technology. Imagine talking about CVE severity. Oh, I have a vulnerability, CVE 9 on this system to a CFO. They will be lost completely. But your role is to be able to tell them, instead of this CVE is scored at 9 on this scale, whatever it is, tell them, oh, by the way, we have a vulnerability that can break down our cash collection system. Now they understand. That's what communication is about. It's not just chatting and having a coffee, but translating technology matters into a language that everyone can understand. It can be the CFO, but it can be a nurse. It can be a board member. Okay. If they can't understand you, they can't act on whatever you say, and your work will be wasted at the last step. Okay. So this is a career killer as well. Then integrity. So integrity is what I can call the quiet engine. It's about ethics. Okay. Um, you have the keys. People trust you before they meet you because say, "Oh, this is it's Kadri, the guy who is sweeping on Saturdays and posting it on LinkedIn, right?" They smile, but they trust you because you are a good technician on the background as well, having good thought and supporting people. Okay? But before you're tested, you should know your lines. So don't decide on who you are on the moment. Okay? You build it. You build integrity over time. Okay? And once it's trust is granted, once because you stand ethically, then you re-earn it every single day when no one is watching. And they talk about you when you are not in the room. Then trust. Here we are. It's what you become to others. People trust you because they can relate to you. They can uh, they admire what you are doing. Okay, and what uh, they know that they can count on you in good days, in bad days, whatever happens, you will be around. Okay, when you a colleague received a hard ticket, then in incident management, then they will rely on you to help them if they can't or they are lost. A manager will come just say, "Oh, by the way, this is hard. Let's push it to Padri." Okay, so this is what trust is about. When you are not there, people are putting you on spot because they trust you. Don't forget that. This is the currency of being a leader in our space. Okay? Then, of course, at the end, you have a resilience. Resilience is about being able to bounce back and forward. Okay? What you build in your organization is good. You support organization running operations, enhancing performance. Okay, but at a point of time, it will face some disruptions. It will bend. It will recover. The system will learn. You will learn with the system as well. Okay, and every system in your organization can get hit eventually, and then what you bring from a resilience perspective is bringing the capability and also this calm perspective when you are under pressure to help recover and to decide what's happening next. Okay, and then when you leave, the place is stronger than you found it. Okay, then opportunity. Opportunity here is what comes back to you. Because when people are talking about you, when you are not in the room, when you are trusted, they will put you forward always. Okay. They will, so every time that an opportunity comes, they will think of you. Okay. So that's how you build a brand. So let me ask you one thing. Okay. Write your decisions down. Okay. Start anytime. Monday is good. Okay. It's free. It costs nothing. Write your decisions down. Okay. And a year from now, you will see that your judgment sharpens because you are writing every single day the decisions that you are making. And that's how you build records. Okay. And then one day when you want to reflect, it's making the reflection easier. Okay. And this record that you will have a year from now is the most persuasive thing you will show to a future employee. Okay. It isn't a claim. You're bringing a proof. Okay. Have that in mind. Then, of course, we are getting to the end of this presentation. Okay. You have the skills. Okay. Good job. This part is done. From here, the work is judgment, discipline, communication, and knowing where you stand. Do that, and you become the person they trust with the decisions that protect thousands. You remember this hospital, this bank, okay? What I want to hear from you is that you will be the one that will be called, okay? And I love the Ubuntu. Say, I grew up in Africa, so I mean, I am because we are. This is a strong statement, and that's how what we share in Africa with our different cultures. We have some common patterns that we can see everywhere. This is Ubuntu. Okay, so don't forget that. Yeah? Have it in mind. You learn the tools, you earn the badges, you practice hard, then go further. Build judgment, speak clearly, stay ethical, keep your nerve, help others feel safer because you were in the room. Your career begins when people can trust you with work. Your impact begins when they can trust you with risk. When they are threatened, they come to you. That's how you can see that you build trust and you start having an impact. So now, make it yours, okay? And you remember the first slide, 3 years from now, there's going to be a name said in that room. Make it yours. And I want you to come back to me, okay, in 3 years now, all the 500s, and tell me, hey, I was the one, okay? So thank you for your attention. And I can't say how honored I am uh, to share these few basic things, basic elements with you, because I mean, I really admire what you are doing. Starting a career, working hard, getting the skills, and being so motivated that you are just taking this journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We really do appreciate you. A round of applause for him again, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maman Ibrahim.
Thank you. The
Thank you,
pleasure is
sir.
mine.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you. Thank you
Mm.
so much for dishing out so much knowledge within this short period of time. We are grateful for you. So, I know that for everyone else listening to this, we have our questions. And if you have something to say, you can actually just put it in the chat and I'll read it up, or raise your hand and then we'll speak one after another. Do we have questions for Maman, please? If you guys have questions, just let me know so we can hear you speak to him. He's here now, Rashimo.
Please ask your question. Don't miss the opportunity. If you don't want to speak your shy, you can send it into the comment section. So I'll say everyone for now, post whatever comment you're making. So anyone who wants to ask questions, just ask questions. Like, feel free. No one is going to judge you. So please go ahead. Yeah, we've got a few hands raised up.
Okay, Prince, let's hear you.
Good evening, Maman. Firstly, I want to thank UBI and Ubuntu for a great privilege to actually be here. So thank you once again. So my question goes like this. I wanted to ask, like, with your years of experience in the cybersecurity field, would you actually advise us to spread our wings and like go through or touch different fields, or we should focus on one? Or another thing, we should actually touch all of them, then now focus on one. So that's the question.
Okay, so let me say it differently, perhaps. You mean embracing everything in cybersecurity instead of focusing on few ones? Okay, so look, there's one thing that is not negotiable in cybersecurity. You need to know the fundamentals. Okay, you need to know the fundamentals, and then once you know the fundamentals, that's how you start digging in some other areas. Let me give you an example. You remember all this kind of CIA, right? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. It's everywhere, every day. When you talk to someone in cyber, they will talk about that. Yeah, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This is not about cybersecurity. You see, this is about information security. And then if you, I don't know if you remember, you don't, you get into, you are born with the technology. But back then, if you want to withdraw money from a bank account, you go to the bank, you queue an hour after you get to, someone will bring a book, they will write your name, they will say how much they gave you, and then they will give you the money, and then some other guys in the background, back office will go and consolidate. They will go through the account, say, okay, we update this account. They withdraw $1,000. Here's what is the new statement. Exactly the same thing that is done in a millisecond now. Okay, but it's still at that time the CIA were valid because they need to keep your records confidentially. They cannot disclose it to someone else. They need to ensure integrity of the records. If you deposit 1,000, you expect to get the 1,000. If you withdraw 500, they want to be sure that in consolidation they don't give you more than you more money that that's left in your bank account. You see, so all this is about the fundamentals. So once you understand these fundamentals, you can take them from different perspectives. You see, can you imagine that I just stopped doing pen testing 2 years ago? Okay, just because I want to keep I wanted to keep my skills relevant and active. It means that when you know the fundamentals, you can apply them in every space. In red teaming, you will use confidentiality, you will use integrity or availability, either as a defense, either or an attack mean. You see? In GRC, you will use the same to ensure that the organization you are working for is safe. It means that you need to have the basics right first. The basics, the fundamentals, and then from the fundamentals now it's more you can find whatever you want to do anyway. Today with AI coming into the picture, the technology evolving very quickly, only the fundamentals will save you. What AI is doing faster the fundamentals than you do. If you understand it, you can use AI more effectively. And whatever tool you will have in cybersecurity, a SIEM, whatever it is, an EDR, it doesn't matter. It's a tool will do exactly the same things that you can do because you know the fundamentals, but it can do it more consistently, faster. Okay? So to me, you need to have the fundamentals right, understanding the basics of cybersecurity. This CIA that people forgot. Now, no, if you that is the key. And don't get me wrong, it's not only about you because you are in your early career. I spoke with CISO. They had the same issue. I wrote an article a little bit more than a year ago about time synchronization, the importance of time synchronization on system. You see, all the systems have clocks, right? Every server, every computer has a clock. But I have 3 CISOs who reached out to me and said, Maman, we have been in this job for more than 20 years. One of them is saying that they spend every single week when they are doing security reviews, they review timestamps on records. But no one never raised a question about time synchronization. Is this timestamp that we have is synchronized with a relevant clock so that it's accurate? You see, it's just understanding the basics. And these basics are the things that will save you. And that's why I'm always writing on this kind of things without any technology kind of complexity in it. Because technology is nothing but the basics that we used to have coming to us faster, and we need to fix things faster under pressure always. So you see, do whatever you want. You see, my kids, when they were in high school, I never told them to do this or that. No, I said, no, just be open to learn. And they are learning, they know how to learn. They go, they learn new things very quickly because I'm doing it. 2 years ago, I did a semester with MIT to refresh my skills. It was hard. Imagine me sitting in my home office trying to go back to this artificial intelligence that I was doing 30 years back in math, and then we are just finding, oh, it's nice, it's funny, and I sweat because, but I learned the basics, and that's what saved me to go back to that space. So that's what I want you, be open to learn and know your fundamentals. After that, you can do whatever you want on earth. You will be able to learn new things. Don't stick to something. Everything that you know today will be obsolete in 10 years. So it means that if you don't learn, you will be obsolete as well. And no one will hire you. No one will trust you. Okay? So yeah. Another question, because I can elaborate for hours on this. Let me stop it here.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next one, we have Michael. Michael, please unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, hi, how are you? My name is Michael from Kenya. And so my question to you is, I've noticed you've emphasized quite a bit of the soft skills, from discipline, communication to ethics. And so my question really was, is there a point you look at a candidate or an intern or someone who's fresh in the company and you can tell maybe too much is too much, or you can tell this is someone who is actually trying? What's this line where you can actually tell this is someone you trust with the keys as you used?
Oh, this is a hard question. But let me, of course, I'm going to put it differently so that it can be easy for me to answer. Imagine when we were, it's a common pattern in Africa. A kid is never raised by his parents only. Okay?
Confidential. How do I get disciplined?
So, okay, a kid is never raised by his parents only. You have the family, the siblings, the neighbor, all the area. Everyone will have their say. When they see you doing wrong things, they will go and just discipline you. Okay, so it means that sometime when you are growing up, you are also acquiring all these things, these values. Okay? You remember the values. Think about the values that that you hold, that you have today. If I ask you, what are the three values that you have? Okay, what are your three values? Then you will write them down. Okay. I want you to go back to pick every single one that you of the three on Google search, and then you ask Google search, what are the attributes of the, if you say, oh, it's ethics or it's integrity, you ask what are the attributes of integrity as a value. You mention not only integrity, you say integrity as a value, and you will be surprised that it will bring up many of them that you think are different from the ones that you have. You say, oh, my first value is integrity, but if you ask Google, it will bring 20 other attributes that you think by themselves are different than integrity. You see? So it means that that's the complexity of people, of behaviors, of also on assuming who we are. Okay, so it means that at a point of time, I will say communication can be hard, but there's one thing: respect people. Don't respect someone because they are wealthy, because it's your boss. No, every single one deserves respect. That's only. If you respect people, they will respect you back. If they know that you respect them, whatever you tell them, good or bad, kind or hard, they will keep it at the right level of understanding. They will not be upset because you say things that they don't like, because they know that you respect them. Okay, do that. And before the pandemic, I was going every day to the office when working at GSK. My man, I mean, when I'm an early raiser. I'm at the office nearly the first one, and while the employees at the restaurant or whatever they are doing, the cleaning or all this, setting up the coffee machines or all this, when they were doing it, I'm around. So I sit there, we chat with them, and so I work there, and then I left the company, and I was invited in a kind of networking gathering in London. I went there, and one of this employee, one of the waiter from the canteen, was there. Okay. When she saw me, she started crying. So I didn't notice. And then I saw that people were looking at, and then I saw her, and I give her a hug and take her out with me so that, I mean, she can feel a little bit secure. We talked there. She was crying because she was surprised to see me, and she remembered our interaction. We worked together in the same company for 3 years. You see, that's it. Be yourself. Respect everyone. It's not kind of. It's not about respect. Respect is not about degree, skills, whatever. No, respect is about people. You respect a person. Whether it's not about liking or no, it's a respect. You can tell someone something that is nice, that is hard. If they know that you respect them, they will take it always. So I don't know if I answered to to your question, but hey, I tried, huh? So, but it's a hard
Right.
one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. So let's take Francis Carl. Yeah, is it?
I think you should go with the numbers because they've been someone who has been number one, and we might end up not getting everyone to ask questions. So I think
Yeah.
Victor is next, according to the numbers. So we've got Victor, Olania Sadiq as second, Susie as third. So I think if you go by that numbers, it will be you'll be better than just making it random. Just my suggestion.
All right, so let's have Victor now.
Yeah, good day. Good day, sir,
Hey.
Maman. And thank you so much, Kadri, for such a wonderful webinar. My question is, for someone, is it a must that you must have a certificate before you can get a job, despite having a solid portfolio that shows your work and a good consistency, personal branding, LinkedIn? So, is getting a certificate a must? Getting a job in cybersecurity?
Of course. I mean, so one thing. Of course, when you are starting, you will not come. You will not just the first day you come. You start working in cybersecurity. You are appointed as CISO. It's not. It will not work that way. In the same time that someone from a doctor will not go will not become a surgeon the day they are graduated, even if they are prepared for that anyway. But still, you see, but certification is are good, but certification should validate a work experience. Okay, that's why nearly all the certification schemes ask for experience a little. Okay, but if you are starting, don't focus on certification. Focus on skills. Choose a job. Okay, because while you will be waiting to have the experience to be certified, you still need to practice. Do your job well. Okay, learn when you have when you are struggling. Raise the point. Hey, I need help, and then you have the help. When you can help, go and help. Okay, then you learn. If you demonstrate the good values and you demonstrate a high level of motivation, you will not need certification to start. Okay, but of course, depending on the job you are applying for, if they need someone experienced, of course they will expect you to have the experience. Having a certification will make it easier. If they want someone with 5 years of experience, they know that by having the CISP, you are already vetted for that, then it's a shortcut for them. They don't need to check. Someone did the due diligence for them before you get the certification. But you still have to learn to start the job. Companies are not hiring skills. They are hiring people. If they think that you are demonstrating the value that they have, then they can see it in your behavior. And then they say, oh, by the way, okay, this guy, okay, he doesn't have the experience, that's fine. But I can see there's something there. It's starting that way. There's something. And then you start. But it's not about certification. Look, let me give you two examples. Few years back, a contact of mine on LinkedIn reached out. Oh, sir, I need some help. I want to start a career in cybersecurity. I said, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. But I don't want to do technical thing. I want to be an IT auditor. I said, yeah, good. That's nice. That's what I've been doing the last 15 years. I said, oh, okay, good. Can you help me to become an IT auditor? I say, yeah, I can show you the few things that I know, but I can tell you where to start. And then she said, oh, is it a problem because I'm a nurse? I said, no. As long as you can learn, you can read, you can work hard, it doesn't matter. You don't need to be in cybersecurity to be an IT auditor or to be in cybersecurity. You can all learn the skills easily. 2 years, okay, with a kind of, I was giving her some directions, nearly kind of fortnightly interactions, remotely, all this kind of thing. After 2 years, she became an auditor. She was certified. She gets a CISA, okay, because she learned the skills and she worked hard to get the experience as well. The other example is an insurance broker who reached out to me. Hey, I want to this AI thing. I can see how it can help us in the insurance sector. How can I learn this complex thing? I said, no, it's not complex. You can read, you can think, and you have a computer where you can go and online do some research. You can achieve that. Around 3 years after this chat, working harder, director, she became an expert in AI in that space. I mean, I can tell it, I've been doing this for 20 years, plus years now, okay? Helping this kind of thing. Of course, I'm doing it, I have a limited capacity. But every time that someone struggling because they think they cannot achieve something, I mean, I help them to make it happen. I'm not doing it for them. I'm helping them to achieve that because I'm just sitting, talking, and then they do the job. You see, I have the easy role. We talk, we have fun. That's fine. Okay. The little I know, I share that. I point to direction. Oh, by the way, you should read this article. You should read this book. You should think about this. But you go, you find it, you read it. If you didn't read it, you will come to another session with me, and I will ask you, oh, by the way, I loved this chapter on the book. How did you find it? If your answer is, oh, by the way, I really didn't have time to read the book, I say, okay, so it means that you are not motivated. Then okay, it's on you. You can be guided, but you do the hard work. Yeah, definitely. And in this case, if you have a mentor or a coach, they will tell you how to navigate this, you see. But certifications, yeah, certification has a value. They assess skills and experience. But it doesn't mean that because someone has is certified, is better than other one. My GPEN certification, pen testing certification that I had with SANS for more than 10 years is still active, but I haven't even a kind of a scan, a ping sweep. I didn't do that for more than 2 years now. If you ask me to pen test your systems, you will be likely out of business very shortly because I will ruin your business. But still, I have my certification, guys. Yeah. So it means that, yeah, it's good to have the skills, to understand the technology. If the certification validates the skills, go ahead and do it. It can differentiate you from other people in the crowd. But first, you should be in the right crowd. Okay. Does this answer the question?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So because of time, we're just gonna take two more questions, and I'm gonna read it from the comment section. All right. So for every other person, please bear with us. Direct your questions to him privately on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. So I'm just gonna take two from the chat here. Here we have one from Frank Okoli, and he said, "Why is it so difficult to get entry-level jobs? Sometimes I go through the profile of some persons on LinkedIn. There I see nice certifications, and sometimes with some home simulation, but yet no job. Why is it that most companies don't regard such people?"
Because it's not about certification. It's not about certification. You have the certification, yeah, that's right. If you have the certification and you are not good in what you are doing, that's exactly what I am mentioning about the GPEN. I'm certified. GPEN certification is valued because it's done, but it's a Sans one. I have been in that space for nearly 15 years. I was practicing. I had my lab at home. Okay. And then I was just so exhausted with this thing. I stopped. Said, like, I have to move on. But the certification is still here. I have some other certifications that I decided to discontinue. I'm not renewing them. And that's it. It's as easy as that. It doesn't mean that because you have the certification, you are the best for the position. You need to demonstrate skills beyond the certification. Behavior. Don't forget that we humans are social animals. When we meet, we recognize ourselves in the way we are interacting. Huh? You can ask Kadri. Kadri, when we met in a conference where I was in our fireside chat. Okay? And then, our interaction there was very short. He asked a few questions, I responded, and then we shared a few messages on LinkedIn, and we moved on. It was nearly 2 years ago, a little bit more. You see? But at the end, when we reconnected, it was for something good, because I listened to him out of the messages I'm receiving, because I had already made my opinion about him in the first interaction. Okay, and it's kind of he asked tough questions. With the other panelists, we try to navigate, to respond, and I remember that. You see, so that's what it is about. People interaction. Even if you never met someone, don't assume, okay, I can do whatever, I can have a posture. If you fake it, they will see that you are faking it. You see? Don't forget that in the same way, when you mess up and you come home, your parents look at you and they know. And you say, how can they know? Yeah, they know, because they know you. Yeah, they know you mess up, man. Oh, the punishment is waiting, you know. You thought you left everything behind, but no, they know that. And because you are reflecting some, whatever you wanted to hide, they know that you are trying to hide something. In the same way, you know your friends as well. When a friend lied to you, you know that a friend is lying. Sometimes if you want to help, you can tell me, hey, why did you lie to me that last time? I swear I didn't. I say, no, you did. So how can you know? Oh, because you said this and that few weeks before you said otherwise. And then, oh, by the way, I met the other one who said, oh, this is what happened here. And you connect the dots. It's exactly the same. You don't need to know someone for 20 years. The first interaction always tell people something about you. Okay? And it goes beyond the skills. And this is why I I I suggested to Kadri to discuss from skills and impact, because these are two things. Skills will take you to the right place, perhaps, but what will keep you there and what will give you trust will be you. What we call soft skills, they are not soft skills. If you talk to us, a nurse about technology, except if you, incidentally, you met my mentee who become IT auditor, then okay, but they will not understand you. You see, if you talk technology to CFO, they will not understand you. And today with AI, you will be less and less technical, which means that you have to sharpen this interpersonal skills, socializing with people, speaking to people, respecting everyone as it's the only person on earth. That's what it is about. You see? So, yeah, not certification.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We really do appreciate you. So we're just going to take one more. And every other person, you can kindly just put your hands down, direct your questions to him on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. So we're just going to take the last one now. And it's from Bukola. She said, if you were starting your cybersecurity journey again today, knowing everything you know now, what would you do differently?
Perhaps I will do something else. I will run away. If I knew everything that I went through, I will run away. I will become a writer. I love writing. I love writing. If I have to start over, I will run away. But still, it's not about cybersecurity. It's not about what I'm doing. It's not what I love is interacting with people. The social dynamics. This is what I love. You see, that's what differentiates me somehow from others. But if I have to start over, look, imagine that I was in this AI thing. Okay, we were using some models where among nearly 3,000 engineers doing research in the lab, we were only 7 of us working on artificial neural networks. And if you go on my website, which is my name, mamanibrahim.com, you go on press and media, you will see in the page, there's an article from Wiley. You will see, if you open it, the first thing that you will start having, you will see your vision will blur. Okay? First. And then if you start reading it, you will start having headache. Okay? Then if you read the 3 first pages, you will have fever. Believe me. It's just full of something that you can call nonsense. That's what I was doing. I was good at that sort of these mathematical models. And I'm lucky I left these things. Okay? I get into technology, cybersecurity, all this. But if I had to restart over, I think I will start, I may have started writing very early. You see? Yeah. And then that's how I'm thriving now. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Sarah. We really do appreciate you. Yeah, a round of applause for him again, please. Thank you so much. I hope that you've been able to gain a lot from here and you'll be able to implement it. So,
No, thank you very much.
In the next couple of years, what do you really want to be? That's the question you should ask yourself. And do all that you must do to take you to the level
that you really want to be, or where you envision for yourself and for your career. So now we're going into the next thing for the day.
Just
And
sorry, Benny. Just before you move, like I just want to share my thoughts with you guys. If you look at what is said, like from what I could understand, one thing is clear. He stated that soft skills is non-negotiable. Soft
Yeah.
skills will take you where you wouldn't. And there's something he didn't mention. I had to struggle to get him at the food. Say what like I couldn't get him. There were so many people asking him questions when I met him in an event. So I had to use that and try and struggle to get him up where he was serving the food. So just to ask some questions and look at what I've been able to access him due to that. So and it would have been the way of method of me speaking with him, and then also him being also so soft skills is no way. So it will take you further than technical skills. And he mentioned something about AI. He said like soon it wouldn't be about being technical. It will be about being your soft skills because AI can do all your technical things. So, but now, so it's a keynote for me. So, soft skills, yes, we should try and get like the technical skills, the fundamentals, but soft skills is the key point. So, I hope you guys have. I'm just trying to share my thoughts. That's one thing I've learned that I'm using myself. I'm going to continue using. Thank you very much, Mr. Maman. Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys, and I'm really glad to virtually meet you. And then, of course, I mean, I already received hundreds of connection requests, and all of them have one thing in common: they are all in this group here. So yeah, and
I think you might need to hire a secretary now because they will be calling me questions, I believe.
Of course. I mean, of course they will come. They will keep me busy, but I'm answering to everyone one by one, and the ones that reach out might have noticed that as well. I'm not using AI or whatever. No. I'm writing, responding to everyone. Okay, but it's taking time. Sometimes there's a delay, but that's fine. I'm answering to everyone anyway. So I mean, and happy to keep the conversation going on. Of course, we are no longer strangers now, okay? And just whatever, it's a kind of, if you think that I can help you, reach out. If I think that you overstate my help, I will let you know that it's limited as well. And then I want to also recommend you to reach out to three of my mentees who are some perhaps in this call: Christopher, Mary, and Hajaratul, who you will meet them in different settings anyway, because they will be contributing to your cohort as well. So yeah, no, I'm glad, and then we keep the communication open, of course, always, and we will be interacting soon again. Okay. So.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate you for your time and your expertise. So everyone, we are going to the next thing, and it's time for us to know what we're supposed to expect. That's the program briefing, the expectations from here, and the code of conduct. And that will be taken by Somto. Somto, are you here? Over to you, please.
Hello, so good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm kind of happy because of what we have here. And secondly, Champions League, the fact that is now a draw, right? PSG is just come, but that's on a lighter note. So welcome everyone, and it's so nice having us here, right? I remember when the plan for Ubuntu Bridge initiative came, the plan for this came in, I was like, Koji, are you sure we can pull off something like this, and here we are, right? And about to start. So thank you very, very much. Before we start, yeah, before we start, I don't know how many of us have played the game on Ubuntu Bridge Initiative website. We have a game site. I don't know how many of us have played it. So we are going to be doing a bit of something, right? So if you are with your laptop, you are with your phone, whatever, we're going to be having kind of, should I say kind of like a giveaway, something along that side, just to lighten the mood for those that are still here. So I believe the price should be 1 month Acme voucher. I believe 1 month Acme voucher. Yes, let's give 1 month Acme voucher. You all are not excited. All right, I'll just take my voucher and go another place. You all are not excited. You all are not excited. Okay. Thank you. So let me drop the link here. Let me just drop the link. Before we start, I want to also thank Maman for that wonderful presentation. So thank you very much. I don't know if it's call. Thank you very, very much for the wonderful presentation. It was an honor. So if you're joining, kindly mute. So it was an honor. When Hodge told me that he's coming, I was like, wow. It was an honor. So yeah, so let me carry this. So for what we want to do, right, the giveaway will be 1 charity voucher for the winner, right? We have some games here for UBI. We have Threat Match, we have Cyber Trivia, we have Cyber Crossword, kind of interesting. We have Sudoku, interesting. We have Cyber Wordle, right? It's like the Wordle that we know, but the words you get here, cyber security inclined. So I'm going to tough it up a bit. Okay, let's use these 6. So first person to get these 6 letters and drop like a screenshot on the chat gets the voucher. Is that easy? So I just want to see this, like, just first person to guess. Let me check if I can. Yeah, so just first person to guess the word for today in our cyber word, not 5 or 6, right? Be able to guess it and show us the evidence. First person on the chat gets a chat voucher. So Benny, just be active. Thank you. Let me stop sharing now.
Okay, you're done. All right, no problem. That's okay. Are you done? Really?
No, I'm not done. I'm just waiting for. Yes,
Okay. Well, now that everybody's here on the call, I just want you guys to have an open mind, because this is going to be very intensive, like really intensive. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want you to know that this is the life you signed up for, and you have to do all that you must do in order to get to the final stage, because it is going to be really intensive. So your time, energy, and attention will be required for you to reach the next level, right? Yeah, and it's going to be very fun also, because I'll be here to cheer you on at every step of the way and ensure that you also get to do your assessments at all times, because it is required to do all of that. And Miriam, you're raising your hand. You want to say something?
So please,
Hi,
yeah, sorry. So while we are waiting, so just be dropping, if you have been able to like guess the word, you can just drop it on the chat, right?
Okay.
Just drop or just share it and drop it on the chat. I'm not sure you can drop images on the chat. Or you could just drop it on Slack. Yeah, Slack. Just drop it on Slack. I'll be checking on Slack.
I really understand.
So yeah, just check. So just drop it on chat. Don't drop the word. Drop the evidence that you got it. The screenshots. So the link to the Word is just go to the Ubuntu Bridge Initiative website and go to play, then you go to cyber wording. Don't drop the word, drop the screenshot on the Slack channel, UBI Cohort. So thank you. So yeah, so welcome to UBI. One thing I promise is that it will be intensive. Right, that is one of the things I'm promising. It will be intensive. Last 2 days or last 3 days, I went back again to the assignment and I added some other things to the assignment. I was like, there are a lot of persons here. We actually need this to be more intensive and the rest. And I added a lot of evidence, a lot of things to not just to waste our time or to do this, but to toughen us up, right? Because at the end of the day, my idea, my vision towards this is after every stage, right, you can be able to say that you have a project, you can be able to say that you have something that is tangible. So some persons were saying something about getting certificates, you have sets, you have this, you have that, and you're not able to land the job. I remember my first interview in cybersecurity was, did I have an ISC squared then? I think I had just gotten ISC squared, right, 2 weeks after, and that was when I did my interview. So when I did the interview, I did not do it, or I did not submit my CV with ISC squared, right? I just wrote ISC squared is expected. The I did it, so it passed the ATS. So what am I saying? Most times it's not about the certifications. So during the interview stage, they gave me a technical interview, and it was about setting up a home lab, doing networking and Jira ticketing and the rest. I was like, I've done all of these things as projects. I've done this thing as personal work. And the man was like, okay, so what's the evidence? I brought it in and I showed him this everything I've done. During the last stage of the interview, asked me this, so have you worked with this? I said, I have not worked with this in a real world environment, but this is the project I've done, right? That touches this. This is what I've done that does this. This is what I've done that I've done this, and the rest. And at the end of the day, they started to discuss the salary and the rest. And I told them I'm still in school, right? I just wanted to apply to check if I'm employable or hireable, right, in my journey. So the man was kind of pissed that I wasted his time. But yeah, I just want to say that is not just about sets, right? So far I have certifications. I think the only good set that I have is ISC squared, that is the CC, Computer Security Plus, and Security Analyst Level 1 by TRAN. Because it's not just about sets, right? Sets is good, or sets are good, but what are you doing, right? What is the proof of work, right? What exactly is the thing that you're doing that is keeping you sharp in the field? To me, that's the thing that really matters. That's the thing that really matters, because I've done interview with people. I did an interview with someone that is a first class graduate from cybersecurity, or in cybersecurity. I asked him, so what is the CIA triad? And the guy was talking nonsense. Like, I said, sorry, but you graduated with first class. He said, yes, and I was so shocked. Right? So it's beyond just the certification, it's beyond just the you need to give yourself to learning, right? And sometimes learning is not easy because of data, because of so many other things, right? And that is one of the things that Ubuntu Bridge initiative is doing. It's just saying, all right, let's try to reduce the strain on the people. Let's try to reduce the pressure that the people have and make learning to be way easier. So when you join the platform, you see it's more or less like a real, I call it a semi-simulated organization. You're going to be thrown into an organization. If you have not signed your NDA, you should sign. There's an NDA. You're going to, so nothing that you're going to do should be disclosed. That is the findings that you get and the rest, because it's an NDA. For those that want to post on
LinkedIn. Yes, I found vulnerabilities in top organization because I function as a cybersecurity consultant. I cannot come on LinkedIn and say this is how I was able to get a remote code execution to this bank. They will fire me the following day. So yes, I understand that we might be excited to share this and that, but you also have to be aware of NDA. So this is one of the things we're teaching and the rest. So for the structure, right? The first, we have two sets, right? The first set is the foundational, and the next stage is, or the next set rather is the specialization set, right? So the first set is stage 0 to stage 4. Stage 0 to stage 4 includes foundational things you should know about cybersecurity. It cuts across governance, it cuts across SOC, it cuts across ethical hacking, it cuts across everything in cybersecurity. It cuts across encryption, it cuts across CIA. So it cuts across everything, right? What this stage is, or what this set is doing, is to ensure that you at least have basic knowledge about different things in cybersecurity. Someone was asking, what do you do? Do you just like learn one thing in cybersecurity, or you learn everything and you focus and you do this and you do that, right? At the end of the day, yeah, as we keep going up, you would need to have a diverse knowledge in this field in cybersecurity. Because for instance, I currently work as I currently work as a pen tester, but I've been doing SOC for like a year or 2 years now, right? And my weakest, I believe, is GLC. But you go for a consultation and you never might know what the question could be about. It could be about auditing, it could be about their security architecture, it could be about the vulnerability, it could even be about the rise of AI, right? So prompt injection and the rest. So what this first set is doing for you is just to ensure that we want interns that are grounded in all of these stages, right? Then the next set is the specialization. So we have 3 specializations, which is GRC, ethical hacking, and security operations. So that is when you decide, okay, which one do I actually want to do and the rest. Some persons messaged me and said that they picked GRC, but it was a mistake and they want to switch to ethical hacking, this, that. So after the first set, we have a 1 week break, right? The one week break, the interns then have the option to change. Because of, I know that some persons picked, they are not sure yet, they don't really know and the rest. After the foundation, we believe we should have gotten a bit of knowledge as to what every field entails, and you can be able to pick what you want to pick. So in that 1 week break, right, you get to hop on the platform and change your specialization and change your track and the rest. So the assignments you'll be seeing on the platform, or the tasks you'll be seeing on the platform, is tasks specific to that track, right? Tasks specific to that track. So that is essentially, this is an elimination-based program, right? So we entered, everybody was saying, I'm excited to be here, I'm excited to be here. Next week might not be like that. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Next week might not be like that because the excited to be here will reduce. It will reduce. So everybody was just joining. Thank you for the opportunity. Someone even said, will I be able to put this place as my place of internship? I'm like, bro, you just started. You don't even know if you have entered stage 1. I want to put this place as a place of internship. So the point of what I'm trying to say is that this is elimination based, yeah. So not everybody that gets here would make stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. But I assure you, as long as you're giving your best, as long as you're giving your best to whatever task you are given, right? I assure you that you would enter the next stage. Then now coming into the point of grading. So how are we grading you? What are we doing and the rest? Because we know that this is intensive, and we know that there are a lot of benefits for people that are advanced. We have to ensure that the grading is one that is fair and transparent. So we have team of graders and and assessors, right, that we have assembled to grade your work. So we have a rubric that we are following. So it's not just, and get me here, it's not just about how lengthy or how bulky your work is, but your deliverables, do they fit to the rubric, right? So that's what we are checking. Also, two persons are going to be grading your work. So what do I mean? If one person grades your work and he gives you, let's say, a 90 or a 99, the system records that, right? Then another person comes again and grades your work again without seeing what the other person has graded you. So the system then gets the average of those two scores and give it to you as your final score, right? But if there is a deviation, let's say grader 1 gives you 90, grader 2 gives you 60, so the deviation is much, right? There's a 30 mark deviation. That kind of thing is going to be allotted to either me or Quadri. It's going to be allotted to the super admin, right? That is me or Quadri. Then we are going to check what exactly is causing the deviation. I believe the maximum amount of deviation that any report should have is 15 marks. Right? 15 should be the maximum, because if you are following the rubric, you should not have the amount of deviation. So if there is, we would flag it, it will be flagged, we would investigate, and after we investigate, we give the right score, and the grader that maybe was in error whatsoever is going to be, not dealt with, but would have to explain himself, right? So this is just to ensure that whatever we are doing is transparent, right? Whatever we are doing is free of error. Then also, for those that may not make it to stage 1, there will also be constructive feedback, right? So some of the things I do not want is just getting an email saying we are sorry to inform you that I could not make it, this, that, because that in itself is not teaching you. So if a grader feels like you don't meet the cutoff, the grader should drop a comprehensive feedback stating this is why I did not meet, this is why he did not meet the cutoff and the rest. So if you don't make it to stage 1, you should have a note, or you should have an email explaining why you did not make it and ways to actually help you. Right. So we also promise giving you guys data. So if you go on the website, you see something called data scholarship, right? Data scholarship starts after stage 0 for now. It starts after stage 0. So after stage 0, those that have those that enter stage 1, right, can be able to apply for data scholarship. Data scholarship is need-based, not merit-based. Please, need-based. So if you know you don't have data, really, you don't have data, please do apply. We don't want to see someone saying that I could not connect to the internet, or no data, no this, no that. Please kindly do apply. So I believe for now that would be it. Our tax, right? So the tax is going to open on Monday, 7 a.m. The tax will be open. I'm going to send an email to everyone telling you guys that the tax is open, just for that may not be aware. And also, if you are eliminated in stage 0, right, please do stay on the community, because the Aventa, they are part of the alumni network. So please do stay on the community. So remember, I said we are going to have a break, right, after stage 4. So that would be the time we start to apply for laptops, right, for those that actually do need the laptop and the rest, right? If you downloaded the .ics file, you will see it there. So even though you have been eliminated, you can still apply, right? You can still apply. So the elimination is there, but the laptop is need-based, right? So as long as you're in the alumni community, you benefit. So for the finalists, one of the things we are promising the finalists is saying that at the end of all of this, you should be job ready. I believe that being job ready is much more beyond the certifications than is much more the certification, and it is how well you position yourself, right? How well you position yourself. And people really do not understand that. So on the course of the internship and the rest, we are going to be exploring that in details, how to position yourself, how to send DM. Most of the opportunities I've gotten never came from applying. By first 3 months, applying everywhere. Everybody just saying regret to inform me. Everybody was just regretting to inform me. But it's beyond just applying. So applying works, but there are a whole lot of principles and there are a whole lot of, I say, techniques towards this thing. And there are things that we are going to be exposing all of you to. So welcome to UBI, welcome to the internship. This is one of a kind, and this is the first of its kind. So I can't really wait, right? I can't really wait for our finalists, for those that would make it and the rest. Let me check Slack to check who won the giveaway before I end. Wow, there are a lot. I think it's Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth Benson. So Elizabeth, just message me on Slack. Just send me a DM. I'll give you a charity voucher. Thank you very, very much to everyone that participated. And also, you could just, every day, just go on the platform, just play the word. You might never know when you want to give a voucher again. So just go and play the wording and the rest. So I don't know if you have any other questions. Quad over to you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for wanting to be a part of this. And yeah. Okay, we have questions. I would answer.
Questions. There are questions. There are about 3 questions.
Yeah, Muhammad.
I think.
Yes. Muhammad Jamilu, your hand is raised. Although your hand has been raised, okay, Jessica.
Okay, so good evening.
Yeah,
I wanted to confirm if a documentation will be sent, like to describe how we should structure the flow of our submissions.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
our
that's
report.
that's essentially the brief for each week, right? So the PM is going to be sending the brief for each week. So the brief of each week is going to tell you. So this should I say it now? Okay. So the stage 0 is more or less like you just entering into the organization. So you are going to get a handover note, right, from the previous SOC analyst that was there, right? So you're going to get a bit of context into what has happened, right? You're going to get the brief and you're going to get what you should submit. That is the deliverables there. So it's going to be sent on Monday. Thank you. So Julian, your hand is raised.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity and good evening to everyone. So my own question is in relating to the schedule. So are we going to be having like a weekly live sessions on the weekends? The reason why I'm asking is I want to know if there is any penalty if you're unable to attend, because I actually work Saturdays and Sundays. So I just logged in even though I'm not fully listening. So right now I'm on my break, so I'm able to fully engage. So I wanted to know if there's any penalty for maybe not attending live sessions if it's going to be on weekends.
Okay, so like I said, if you check the email that was sent, there is a .ics file for you to plan yourself for the following 4 to 5 weeks, right? In that ICS file, there is a day that we set aside for town hall meetings like this, and I promise you to never be this long again. The maximum a town hall meeting is going to be just for an hour, right? So that would be 5 p.m. every Saturday, right? Every Saturday. So would there be a penalty if you do not attend? It depends. Yeah, it depends. Like for now, this is your onboarding, and it's very, very important to get the needed information and the rest, right? But there is something my course rep usually says. He says is what do I say? Is optionally mandatory. Yeah, something like that. So penalty, there is really none, right? But it's actually best you attend because the town hall is beyond just what you're doing in class or what you are doing. It's more or less like, okay, how to position you for jobs, right? How to do interviews. Most persons can't actually do interviews. And you would not know until you actually get an interview and you flunk it. Most persons don't actually know how to take interview. And it's bad, right? Most persons don't know how to negotiate, right? So the HR is asking you, okay, so what is your pay? What is this and that? And you're lost and the rest. So you are going to be touching things like that, how to position yourself, especially on LinkedIn, right? And a whole lot of things. So I believe that is something that would help, right? For penalties, there's really none. There's really none, right? But it's optionally mandatory. So who's next? I believe that is it. Thank you, Julian. So Susie.
Hi, Santo. Thank you so much for that wonderful talk. It's nice to put a voice to your face. So for me, I am not intimidated, but I have read a lot of profiles of people. I've been a pen tester. I've won this award. I was #1 in HackVisor and all of that. I know I should be intimidated, but I'm not. I'm keeping a cool head. Now, my question is, my question is, we've watched Squid Game, and I'm just transitioning from business analysis SOC analysis, like the SOC pathway, and I've been trying my hands on my home lab. So now you've given us a Waddle. The first person that put in their answer won. Every other person, irrespective of whether you got it or not, is off. Will there be a time that people are laughing? Will there be a time that we'll have a kind of game like that, like Squid Game? If you don't make it, if you're the last, you drop off, that kind of thing. I need to know my strategy at this outset. I must get to the final.
So that's a nice one. I like the vibes. I like the energy. So left to me, I was telling the assessors yesterday that Kwaji is the nicer person here, right? He's like the father, the dad here. I was telling the assessors because let me mute this.
I think you are the mom. I'm the you are the dad. I'm the mom. Dads are really small.
Yeah, because
the softer one.
Left to me. You see, this Squid Game thing was the thing I wanted to do. Just saying, okay. So if you have not that, right? I'll just say, okay. So the deadline has been shifted from Friday to Tuesday, right? So let's say today is Monday and they're supposed to submit on Friday. I don't like the deadline have been shifted from Friday to Tuesday. So all the best. That's what is in my head. I want to do one of these days. But I know Koji would never agree. Koji would never agree. I will get it to a long talk. So for Squid Game or for things like that, I believe it's Koji and the PM. I've told the PM, I've given her express responsibility to do something like that because I do not mind, right? I do not mind. Let's say the deadline for submitting is on Friday. I've told her she can shift it not front but back, and she gives me the instruction, and I will close it at the time that she should. I've really told her, but Koji would not agree to that. He'll be like, so what about those that just come in this, that. So I believe that if Koji does not agree, I'll get my way in one of the stages. There would be a Squid Game trick or something along that line. So yeah, But for now, no. For now, no, especially for the foundational stage, because of the point is much less to intimidate and much more to teach, right? Is much less to show bragging, right, and much more to help people gain confidence and help people kind of understand the beauty to cyber security. Cyber security is a very interesting field, right? Cyber security is very interesting. So something happened, right? We were pen testing an organization, and we found something that was quite critical, a very critical vulnerability. I was about to go home by 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. from the island is from island to mainland is you're leaving late. And immediately my line manager called and said, some to come back. You're going to have a meeting with the CISO now. They wanted to replicate the vulnerability and show them how you did it. And everywhere was helter skelter. The CSR had gone home. The CISO, everybody was like, how did you do? What did you? I'm like, and I was feeling myself. They called their group lead, it was something, right? But to get to that point, when you hit that spot, you're able to check something is equally interesting. If even in the SOC, right? The SOC, when I was doing SOC, you're seeing an attacker entering and you're able to stop him and you're able to predict his TTP and stop him at the door. Is very, very interesting. So I want us to experience the beauty, right? The love that there is in cybersecurity, and that is one of the the reasons for all of these things. No need for paying money. I don't believe I've ever asked on my page that pay for this, pay for that. Nah, because yeah, there's a whole lot more we can do in the cybersecurity space. So thank you for that question. Last but not the least, Adeoye Olide. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah. Good
Thank
evening,
you so much,
boss.
Mr. Somto
Yeah.
and Quadri and the entire team. It's really a great initiative. So my question is actually a personal question. So it has to do with the login details to access
Okay.
portal.
I think I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would undo that. So Quadri is
Okay.
now aware. So a bit of contest. Yeah. So Quadri, remember I told you that there are some emails that bounced back, maybe due to wrong the way they put it at yes. Yours was at ymail.com.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
At ymail.com was bouncing back, right? So I had to personally send your acceptance letter because I know if you did not see it, you feel like you're rejected. So I had to personally use another medium to send your acceptance letter. So that is why you have not been able to see the many communication because your email has
Exactly. Yeah.
So I would undo that. All right. But I've not just had time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. So,
you're welcome.
And if you have any issue about the platform or anything, just do well to message me. I would always respond on time. For those that have messaged me about anything, I would always respond. If there's an issue, I'll tell you this is the issue. You cannot be able to log in. I'll check it. It's just, I would say it's best not to come to my DM because my DM is scattered at this point, like a whole lot of messages because I was the one that created invite link. So if anybody joins, you enter, send this person a hi on Slack, right? So my DM is kind of a mess at this point. So you can just send it on the group and tag me. I'll be able to see it much more. So thank you very much. Quadri, over to you while we celebrate Arsenal's downfall. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining. And also I'd say, please don't overload Somto. There's a reason why we have program managers. So let the program managers take load of it. We have, we'll be listing their names and their contacts in the group just as a reminder. So send them message. The program lead, as you know, is Benny. We have the co-lead, Muhammad, and we have other people would mention. So don't bombard him because he can't. He's one person. He can't do everything. So if you want
Thank
your
you.
if you want your answers or quick solutions, speak to the program manager and they can just process and then arrange the whole task to him and give it to him. So it's great having you guys here, and I can say it's going to be something that has never happened. It's going to be something you've never experienced, and that's what we're trying to do. And then the whole point of this whole thing is that to make sure that we are not just forgetting like the main spirit of this cohort, which is the Ubuntu. Because to me, Ubuntu is a very special thing that if every one of us utilize it in our life, it would make so much different for us and for people around us. And what is it? I am because we are. Because it means that no one truly grows alone. Like we grow together. So we have to support ourselves. Somto has something to say. Okay, let me just cut it off short. Okay. Somto. Or is it a mistake?
No. So thank
Okay.
you. I also forgot to say that. So some of the things that we are giving, right? Let them just put it out there. So it's not something that is not in the way. So for the finalists, in SOP, we are going to be paying for certified security operations analyst from Hack Vice. We are going to be paying for your set. I believe that set is what, around $300. They'll be paying for the set for the top 3. For GRs, for the top 5, not top 3. For GRs, we are going to be paying for ISO 27001 lead implementer and lead auditor for the top 5. For ethical hacking, we are going to be paying for certified associate pen tester for the top 5, and we are going to be giving an annual access into Hack Vice 2. For the top person for every stage, you are going to be giving them tracking voucher 2 for 1 month. So if you are the top, right, in each stage, right, I'm going to also be giving you vouchers. For the overall best, that's something we are still deciding, cash prize or merch and laptops, right? So we are going to be paying laptops in 2 phases. I'm going to be giving a laptop during the break, right? That is when we are having the break from stage 4 to stage 5, right? So we'll be giving 2 laptops to persons that actually show that they need it. We'll be delivering the laptops to you, and we are going to be giving the second batch of laptops that will be communicated later, right? And power banks, right? And matches and some other vouchers and a whole lot of things, right? Plus your data and the rest. So like I said, for vouchers, for sets and stuff like that, we are doing these things so that you would come out on top, right? You come out as someone that has been given all the tools to succeed, right? And beyond all of these things, what I'm promising you from now to the end of this internship is a mindset change, right? A mindset change. That is what I'm promising you. Because of a lot, I keep on saying this, if you follow my posts very well, that there are people in rooms that are not as talented as you are. There are people in rooms that you're praying for, but they are not as talented as you are. The difference between them and you is that they believe in themselves, right? And I believe that, like, I believe it like I believe in myself. That's why when I enter a place, I used to tell myself that ideas flow. Ideas flow. So I say ideas, they flow like water. Why? Because I so much believe in myself. And that is one of the things I want us to get from this internship. No matter what you're applying for, there are people in places that are not as talented, that are not as technical as you are. And I can tell you for free because I've consulted with people and they're asking me basic questions about database, about SQL. I'm like, bro, aren't you supposed to be the CISO or something like that? So beyond all of those things, right, what we are promising is mindset change. I want us from now. There's nothing bad from now. You are going and you're applying for roles. You're not applying for roles the conventional way. You're applying for roles and you're going and you're saying, you're entering into DMs. You will see an opportunity. You don't just apply. You look for the hiring person there. You send him or he or her a connection request. You go to the person's DM and you pitch yourself. You're not pitching yourself saying that please give me a job. You're pitching yourself saying you have to give me a job so I can help you and the business. Because of when you are working, you're not doing them a favor, right? The favor is both ways. Most times when I'm sorry I'm talking too much, I'll end this immediately. But most times when we go to pitch ourselves, we are saying, please help me, I graduated 4.4, better this, I better that. That's not how you pitch. When you are pitching from the point that I can see that this is where your business is, and this is why you should hire me, because I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, I'm going to be doing this. Nobody wants to hire a liability. Everybody wants to hire an asset. So you have to pitch yourself as an asset and not a liability. So those are some of the things that we are going to be giving, right? So just stay tuned. Even though you don't make it to stage 1, or you don't make it to stage 4, you don't make it to becoming a finalist and the rest. It's just me just saying that you should not in any way leave the community or give up, right? Because a whole lot of opportunities have been opened up to you because of you're part of this. So thank you. Coach, over to you.
I hope after this over to you now, it will not go over to you again. Because I'm sure people are already tired of the technical boring thing. So for me now, we are going away from the technical things. So I have something prepared for you guys. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and then at the end of this cohort, I'm thinking maybe let me play what I have to play first. Once I finish playing it, then I'll explain a bit of what I want. So you guys stay tuned and look forward to what I'm going to be playing now. When you can see my screen, let me know. Thumbs up. So I have can you all see my screen? Thumbs up. So let's get some music started. So I'll be the DJ for the night. And like I said, what I'm looking at is that at the end of this course, because every one of us are not just cybersecurity people. We have other skill set that we have. For example, for me, I do paint and I do draw. So someone else might have music talent. So we want to have like a UBI anthem. But before then, to inspire you guys, to give inspiration of what we could really create and what are out there. So I'll be playing this for you. Also, let me know if you can hear this one.
Hey, another vendor just got breached, but it won't be the last company. Hey, next victim, let's see. Could be you, and it could be me. Listen up carefully. I'm here to help you, yeah, I got the strategy. Learn cyber, security, all the concepts and methodologies. You gotta try to balance the security. Don't inhibit productivity, true indeed. Otherwise, shadow IT, where they break your policies. MFA authenticate, validate who they say. Intune manage, not enough. Password list, ayy, yeah, that's the stuff. Move GAs to the cloud, no GA on the ground, so that when you are breached, cloud assets are never reached. Make them use secure PCs so actors can access these. PIM would be nice before reaching the secure device. All them servers update to the cloud, migrate. Patch them bugs, CVEs, fix them vulnerabilities. Please don't federate, actors will infiltrate. Assume breach, it can happen. When it does, plan to trap them. Detection, visibility, light it up so you can see when actors move laterally with all your SAML keys. Protect your data so they can't see what you're doing in the company. Enforce it with DLP. Stop all the mass copies to the USB. Watch your search, master key. Store your creds away from me. HSM not locally. BitLocker, encrypt the C. Developers listen please. Bring them early security so they can do threat modeling. Find them gaps that you can't see. Red team, exercise. Blue team, make them rise. Learn about the attacks, about how to fight back, so they're ready when it comes to mitigate, overcome. Learn about what they did before you logged all of it. Automation set you free. use the bot you oversee. Use AI machine learning, train models with the entities. Azure, Sentinel, that's where logs will flow. Charged by data rate, purpose aggregate. Then it correlates. AI that activate, looks around for mistakes, not normal, mitigate. So much data we can see, naming hashes and IPs. Bad actors, APTs, indicators, IOCs. Teaching is what I do, helping others, helping you. Please subscribe, it's for free, be notified, support me, yeah.
So how was it? How was it, guys? Guys, I still have something up coming up again. Okay, let me give you. This one is for the hackers. Before any question, anything, it's time for fun. Let's just let's give ourselves some kind of free space, chill out, and then just enjoy ourselves. So I'm playing this one. This is for my hackers on the Teams call or the Google Meet. So let's go there. It's called the Red Hat Hacker App. So yes, let's go.
White hat protects, black hat attacks. But me, I hunt the hunters and bring balance back. I'm the red hat hacker with the dynamite, the dynamite, the dynamite.
If you
I ain't a script kitty, I ain't a ghost. I'm the one who goes where you fear the most. Not in courtrooms, not on the news, but I fight cybercrime in digital shoes. Red hat hacker, yeah, remember the name. A cyber enforcer in a no-law game. I don't warn, I counter-strike. When black hats hack, I cut the mic. White hats follow rules, report, assist. Black hats steal from the government's list. Gray hats blur the lines, no consent. But red hats aim 100%. I attack the attackers, no time to play. If you drop ransomware, I'll make you pay. You breach a hospital, I fry your chain. Erase your C2 and cause you pain. Red hat hacker, I bring the heat. Cyber vigilante, never retreat. Justice and code, no medals of fame. I strike in silence, delete your name. No glory chaser, no paycheck flipper. Just a red hat mind, a precision ripper. Hack the hacker, flip the script. I make malware authors lose their grip. I know Metasploit, I use it raw, but when I scan you, it's to find the flaw. Denim map sweeps, burp suit bites, air crack breaks your wireless rights. But I don't brag, I build and break, then harden the code for the system's sake. Great security, firewalls are reinforced, and when I trace black hats, I bring full force. Your back door's open, I'm already there. Logging your keystrokes with zero flair. You coded evil, I send it back, wrapped in a payload, full attack.
I don't report your crimes, I dismantle your fate. And when I'm done, there's nothing left to investigate.
Red hat ain't legal, ain't rogue, ain't gray. I just stop the darkness in my own way. Some call it illegal, some say too much, but I sleep fine cause I never touch the innocent's clutch. I protect the voiceless, I guard the weak by hacking the hackers who prey on the meek. A digital warrior with no applause, I follow my justice, not your law. Red hat tap as flames, strike the threat, forget the name. Erase the breach, correct the flow. Watch your malware implode slow. Root the router, burn the scam. I code like war, not like spam. No mercy shown, no fame to chase. Just a red hat shadow, leaving no trace. You breach the world, I breach you. Red hat hacker, no safe zone, just truth.
I still have so much to play, but I don't want to take our time. But if you guys want me to play more of this, I have a playlist where I could send it to you. And then maybe if you want DJ Quadri to still keep playing, I still have something nice for you guys. It's a lot. You can't finish it. Maybe should we go one more or we should be done? One more, we should be done. I'm going to send you guys a playlist. I'm going to send everything. So I'll send it to you guys on Slack. So let's play one more. This is the cybersecurity rap song. This will be the last. Then we can take questions or take whatever we want.
One more.
Yeah, okay, one more now.
The clinical cybersecurity team. The security team. We know what to do.
Don't worry, we're here to protect all of you. Don't be scared, don't run away, we're not here to cause you grief. But if you own an IT system, you'll be going through a security assessment debrief. We're also called the CCISSO team. Can you guess what that means? Information System Security Officer. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but we're here to help you keep your data safe so they can't be pulled. We also have a CC Privacy Officer who'll ensure all your PIAs are done to help protect your PHI and PII. We'll try to make your life easy, but not as easy as pie. Security and privacy go hand in hand. We work together, but we need all you to give us a hand. So we call them Stand Proud and Take a Stand. Yeah. CC Security Team, we got your back. We know what to do, that's why we're here. Protect all of you, all you hackers out there. Beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. CC Security Team, CC Security Team, we got your back, we know what to do, that's why we're here to protect all of you. All you hackers out there, beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. CNAs, ANAs, PIAs, CARs, and ATOs, all these acronyms, OMG. Don't worry, we can tell you all about them, so no need to freak. Security should be on everyone's mind right from the start. Don't wait till the end and get a jump start. We know your mission, your goals, but our job is to make sure that you know that security plays a big role. The same rules apply to everyone, but if you need something, just ask us and we'll help you out. Phishing, malware, viruses, Trojan, social engineering, identity theft. Mama, they sound scary, we know, but one way you can help is not putting your passwords out for show. Protect yourself and your data. If you get suspicious email, pretend like you don't know nada. Don't click on links or give your sensitive info via email. Go face to face or pick up the phone. That's bound not to fail. Nah. CC Security Team, we got your back. We know what to do, that's why we're here to protect all of you. All you hackers out there, beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. CC Security Team, we got your back. We know what to do, that's why we're here to protect all of you. All you hackers out there, beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. Of the security team. Security breaches are all over the news. Sony, Target, banks, government, healthcare. Security knows no difference and needs to be everywhere. Please don't use your dog's name as your password. Think of something fun and write it backwards. Be very careful when you hear about storing data in a cloud. If your data gets leaked, you won't be too proud. CIA, no, it's not what you think. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Yeah, that's what we're here to protect. And all your data, PII, and all the rest. Keep all your systems up to date, don't miss out on patches. They're your friend, security's continuous, not just at the end. Yeah, that's right. CC Security Team, we got your back. We know what to do, that's why we're here to protect all of you. All you hackers out there, beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. Of the security team. FISMA, NIST, and OMB, Privacy Act and HIPAA policies, HHS,
The Justice people.
NIST rules, so call the security team, will help you learn. We know it's no piece of cake. People are the weakest link in the chain, so you want to be security aware unless you got a lot of money to drain. System owners, users, technical teams, CIOs, ISSO, executives, and everyone else. We need all of your help to keep the CC safe and think of security before making an IT purchase. CC Security Team, we got your back, we got your back. We know what to do, that's why we're here to protect all of you. All you hackers out there, beware, beware, be very scared of the security team. All you hackers out there, beware, beware. Security team in the house, yeah, that's right, we're out, 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 out.
So guys, so you've seen what I've showed you. So I want someone, we have the talented musicians around. I'm sure we are not just cybersecurity experts. We have people who can make music, make beats. So I'm giving this task to you. So this is part of your final task. So in order to graduate, this is my own task for you guys. So anyone, if we don't have an anthem, UBI anthem by the end of this cohort, nobody's graduating. Nobody's getting any laptop or vouchers. So that is my own task. So you guys who are the music cybersecurity expert here, group yourself up together, start cooking some beats, making some music. We need to have UBI anthem. Anyways, is there any questions? I think that I don't have anything to add. Yeah, I'm going to send the playlist into the Slack group. Don't worry. So, and I'll share you more other playlists. Like I have loads of them, which I listen to. Like when I want to be motivated to be happy that I'm in cybersecurity, because being in cybersecurity is an interesting thing. It can be taxing, but it's also fun. So, anyways, I'll be sharing the playlist with you guys. So please go and create that group. If you need a Slack channel for the musician cybersecurity expert, let me know. I'll create a group for you on Slack so you guys can start cooking. If you don't get that music done, no one is graduating. No one is passing out from this internship. So you're not getting it. So. Anyways, is there any question? I think people were raising, and if there's no question, then okay. Olani or Sadiq, please go ahead. Olani or Sadiq, is this a mistake or? Olani or Sadiq, can you please go ahead?
Yes, good evening, sir. We are so happy to be here, and we just want to thank you for creating this wonderful, wonderful group, and we really like the music, and we really enjoy all as in the way the whole thing was programmed. We really appreciate your effort, and I wish us success. That's
Thank you very much. So the next person, Richard, can you please go ahead? Richard Afolabi, can you please go ahead? Is Richard there? Richard? Okay, we'll move to the next person, Gift Anikwe. I hope I pronounced that way. Gift, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, sir. It's Gift and so I wanted to ask, thank you so much for Gift and
Yeah, Gift, please go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
Go back to go ahead. We'll go back to Richard after.
All right. So I wanted to ask if we could post updates to our social media pages, and if there is maybe a kind of limit to the information we can share while we are, talking about the program.
I think Somto might be the best to answer that question, but for what I know is that as long as you're not sharing anything from the tax, you can't share the tax because the tax is the property of the UBI. So, but you could share maybe a bit and out of it, but you can't share the main tax you're supposed to do. You can't post them on social media. That's like a breach of confidentiality. So, but you could make, oh yeah, I've done this. You could give like a bit of narrative. And then maybe if you have to, then you can remove like important things there. But I'll leave Somto to answer that question. But yes, you can post on social media, but you can't be posting the tax. So I think it's a good question. At least there's a clarity there. And I think we'd have to share a proper message on it in the group for those who are not here. So because many people might not know that they shouldn't do it, and they might end up going out on LinkedIn and screenshotting like the tax, and now we don't want that. We're cybersecurity professionals. That's a breach of confidentiality. So we can't be doing that. But Somto will give a full answer, and then I'm sure we'll make a post in Slack to address it properly. And then yes, so that's it on that. So I think Richard Afolabi, can you go ahead now?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening thank you Rada for this opportunity. My question is that I want to ask if like there will be like a second chance for any missed activity or labs or anything. So
second chance in what aspect? I'm not sure I understand that.
Like if we are given a task now and probably we miss the deadline, so will there be like a second chance to take it, maybe a day or something?
No, there's no second chance. You could even see if I leave it to Somto and the other team members, it would be like a Squid Game kind of. I don't know if you've watched Squid Game. So which means even when they give you deadline that is meant to be Friday, it's the deadline we shift to Wednesday just to make so there's no second opportunity. You have 1 week. And I remember part of what you signed when you're filling up your form is that would you be available to take this tax. So it's 1 week. You have a whole of 1 week. And within that 1 week, no one says you could decide to wake up in the midnight. You could decide to wake up early in the morning. Just make your, within that 1 week, that's 24 hours. 24 hours times 7. You do the maths. So there's no excuse. So the excuse means you're not ready. And we don't want those kind of people here. So there wouldn't be any second chance. If you don't get your tax done by the end of the week, you'll be kicked off, unfortunately. So I hope I've answered that. So the last question, which is Tapelo Iampele. Please pronounce your name before you ask your question, so we can all know how to pronounce it. It's an opportunity to learn new names.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
So
hear me?
please, your name.
Oh, it's Tapelo. Not Tapelo.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, Tapelo. Not Tapelo.
Okay, Tapelo Nyapele. Okay, nice. I've learned something today. Okay, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question was based on the elimination process because when I was
Your
filling out,
your voice is not so clear. I'm not sure if it's only me, though. I'm not hearing the
even now,
question clearly.
like even now, I can hear you.
Okay. Is it only me that can hear his voice clearly, or is he okay? I think it's not just me. Yeah.
No, I
So
can.
if you could maybe speak loud or maybe remove the headset you're using or something, so we all can hear you very well.
Let me try to hear myself.
So Tapelo, I think we'd have to push your
Yeah.
question to maybe on Slack.
Okay, I'll
So or maybe
send it
either,
on Slack.
yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. I think it's
For
clear
now,
now.
it's
So
clear.
please go ahead. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
The question was on the elimination process because I was scrolling down on the UBI and I saw it ended up on top 100. So I wanted to know, like, is it supposed to be on top of the, whenever you're scoring points, it's supposed to be on top of the top 100?
Somto will be the best person to answer. Somto, are you on this call? I'm not sure I understand the question, but I believe maybe Somto might be able to understand better. So you mean like the okay,
Yeah.
Somto, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not quite get what you were saying. Are you talking about the leaderboard?
Yeah, the leaderboard, yeah, that's the
All
leaderboard.
right, so I'll just say you should just ignore the leaderboard. Right? The leaderboard is just for you to see the interns. Just ignore it. If I explain it now, you get a hint of your tax. So just ignore it. But know that it does not really reflect, right? Okay, let me just explain. So you have two tax, right? You have a capstone project, which is like 80% of your total score, and you have some terminal-based tasks that you're going to do on the platform, right? So that is auto-graded. So that is what you are seeing there. That's just the terminal-based tasks. So it's not really your total score. It's just something you can be able to track to see how fellow interns are doing. So yeah, I would not say you should know it, and I would not say you should pay attention to it. But yeah, yeah, that's just it. I don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'm sorry that we took longer than we should have taken, but the next town hall meetings will never be past the time we say. So it will be 5 to 6 every week, and I would say definitely try to attend. We'll probably be sharing some vouchers. There will also be data that might come in. So if you miss it, you miss it. So it's all part of the whole internship itself, because it's not just about you being technical alone. It has to be all aspect of social, soft skills, and also social speaking and all, and even networking and all. So it's all part of the whole internship. So try to attend, and I can definitely assure you that it will be 5 to 6. It wouldn't happen again. The issue we had with Google was also one of the facts that made it kind of extra long. So, but thank you very much for coming. And then if there's no question, there's nothing to add, then I would say good night to everyone. So while we're going, I'm going to play the last music. Just leave. If you don't have to wait till after it's done playing. So it's already done. You've listened to the main thing. So But this is just like a sign out kind of like, okay, last music, now, that kind of thing. So let's just, so if you want to stay, if you don't want to stay, you can leave. We're done. That's it.
Just to make a shift. Wow. I'm a coder with the mind of a beast. Breaking through the firewalls, can't be released. Encrypted data, I decrypt with ease. Ghost in the network, I move like a breeze. Root access, now I'm deep in the core. Tracing my past, now I better ignore. Zeros and ones, yeah, I dance with the code. Hackers anthem, watch how we unload. I'm in the mainframe, watch it collapse. Hackers rise, no strings attached. Code is my weapon, I'm the attack. Power in the shadows, we never lack. We're the ones who break the chains. Digital soldiers in the game we reign. Hackers power, feel the surge. From the matrix, we emerge. Binary vision, see the truth unfold. Dark web whispers, secrets sold. Phishing schemes, yeah, we play bold. Lock it down tight, but we break the mold. From the black hat to the white hat, flipping scripts. Gray zone rebels, watch us shift. Feds on my trail, but I always drift. Code like a sniper, always hits. I'm in the mainframe, watch it collapse. Hackers rise, no strings attached. Code is my weapon, I'm the attack. Power in the shadows, we never lack. We're the ones who break the chains. Digital soldiers in the game we reign. Hackers power, feel the surge. From the matrix, we emerge. Backdoor cracks and the data flows. Anons unite, that's how it goes. Power in knowledge, the system knows. We're rewriting the world through the